I've been doing a lot of coaching recently, and one thing that I've really started to notice is that with Counter-Strike 2 players, those that are extremely aggressive and active around the map are finding so much more success in their games. I've worked with some really young students over on my second channel recently, some kids that are 14 years old, 15 years old, and one thing that these kids naturally understand so much better than a lot of us is that running around and being active around the map is actually extremely beneficial to finding impact. A lot of us that come from CSGO and maybe some older games, we kind of get stuck in our ways and we build some bad habits. And today I really want to help you understand how to actually find that impact and why you might be struggling. It's not rocket science, and as we mentioned earlier, it is going to be staying active. I don't care what position you're playing. If you're an anchor, a star rifler, if you're an opper, an IGL entry, does not matter. Staying active is going to be how you succeed, and we really can learn from this next generation of new and young players like Donk. So let's go ahead and get right into the video, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you want to support me and if you love Counter-Strike 2 content. The way that we are going to stay active is not just only in the macro of moving around the map, but it's also going to be in the micro. I've done countless videos on this channel about how to peek, all these different things. And ultimately, if you are standing still in this game, you are doing it wrong. Now in CSGO, we could kind of get away with standing still a lot more. We could hold angles. The meta wasn't as developed, but with CS2, it becomes very obvious that no matter what we are doing, if we are sitting in a corner, it always pays off to be jiggling little micro jiggles, right? Wherever we're at, getting ourselves ready with little micro jiggles, or, you know, obviously doing things like jump spotting or, you know, nowadays crouch spotting with the new mechanics. Little micro movements is going to help you so much, and these little micro repositions and all this stuff is all the difference. I'm going to give you a scenario right now. Imagine you are sitting here bench and fighting a person on cat. In what world would we want to sit here and just fight the same angle over and over and over again? And most of you guys are like, that's very obvious. But when I watch your demos, even a high level face at 10 players, one mistake that we keep doing is we keep fighting the same angle over and over. So this guy gets a really easy shot because he gets the line his crosshair up. Instead, if we can make these little micro repositions and adjustments, it's going to make this guy have to hit almost impossible readjustments, little flicks, and all these things, because we're sitting here, we're fighting him on one side, we're isolating, we're really peeking out wide, and we're playing kind of like whack-a-mole. Do you see how I'm constantly moving around? That is going to help us win so many more engagements, right? And guys, it's everywhere. No matter what fights you're taking, little micro, you know, strafes, AD, little adjustments like that are gonna be everything. When we're swinging an angle, holding crouch and moving back into the wall, these are examples of little micro moments that are really making it impossible for enemies to see you, right? We peek out here, boom, we're back over here. Now we're peeking this angle. We're constantly readjusting ourselves. This is how you have to think and play Counter-Strike 2 nowadays. Before I teach you guys how to do this in the macro and find a lot of good impact in your games, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video. The sponsor of today's video is SkinsMonkey, an automated CS2 trading site with a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 for one $100 trade. They offer an instant way to get new skins, 24/7 live chat support, and multiple skins in their inventory with so many great filters to get exactly what you like. Right now, they are doing a Christmas event and they are giving out a free gift to everyone. You can get a completely free CS skin, up to 50% deposit bonus, or a free balance to use on the site. The first gift is absolutely free and you can earn more and more gifts depending on how much you trade on their site. In addition, they are also running an advent calendar. This is your chance to be entered in raffle tickets, get deposit bonus and XP on the site. There's just so much good stuff out there for everybody. Please celebrate the holiday season by using our partner SkinsMonkey. All right, guys, so that's an example of how we can kind of fight the same angle in different positions like this. I want to expand on it just a little bit. So imagine you're sitting here on Mirage on triple, right? And we are wanting to fight a guy in connector. One thing that you have to be able to do is, one, you know, not only be active and aggressive with the angles that you're playing, right? We need to sit here, shoot this side, come back around here, do all these things. We have to be active and always be moving with our timings too. A lot of you guys, when we're peeking out here, we're kind of getting into the same habit and the same pattern when we're trying to take these fights, and it becomes really predictable where you're going to peek and what you're going to do. What I need you guys to have the ability to do is, if we're fighting this con angle, take a few shots, wait a second, re-peek out here, wait, let the guy get bored, and then peek back out around here. So we're messing with their head and we're making them think, are they really peeking? Are they really doing this? And another next level way to do this too, by the way, and just apply a ton of pressure to your enemies is like, you know, say we're default and we have to worry about a guy jungle, right? Maybe I come out here and duel him at the beginning. We hit each other for like 50. I might throw a flashbang, come out here, take a few shots and not actually swing and walk away, right? And now I'm walking into a different angle. And because we flash, we already hit him a few times. We shot him a bit. He has to turn, boom. Oh, he hears us shooting our gun. You know, especially if it's an AK, it's a loud gun. He is so paranoid that we are going to keep fighting that he doesn't even realize that we might have slipped out. This is something you can do all around the map. Let me give you an example on CT side here. Early round, we might be the connector player and we come through here. We're doing our thing. We're fighting mid, right? It's pops. Maybe we get a kill. As soon as we get that kill, it can be so good to come out of here, reposition and help our A player in some way. Maybe your player's end back there and we can come here and flash him into Palace. But do you see how I'm getting my teammates active and I'm not just getting myself active, right? I'm flowing around the map. I get a kill. Good. I'm out of there. Now I'm engaging someone else. Another way you can look at it too, by the way, is if you do get a kill, boom, we kill the mid defaulter. Our mid players are like, yo, okay, I don't see anyone else out. It looks like it was just one guy trying to get out. Then it gives us a green light in those moments when our teammates have that information, or maybe we just have a read to actually actively start pushing, right? But again, what are we doing around the map? We are staying active and we are moving. We're moving around the map. So we're actively cutting the map in half when we start walk flanking this, right? And then we can decide if we want to go B or A. And then essentially once we do that, it allows our mid players to be like, okay, nice. All we got to do is like check underpass every once in a while. And now mid's clean. We don't have to worry about it. Our B player doesn't have to sit here and go, oh, dude, can they flank me from cat? I got to worry about that. I got to do all these things. It makes our life so much easier when we're actively taking the space. Same thing if you're a B player, man. You know, if you get a kill in upper B early in the round, and you don't really see anyone else pressuring you the next 15-20 seconds and you start hearing things go out mid, I say it all the time on this channel, push through upper B, right? Now we don't want to throw an advantage, right? If we're in like a 5v3, we don't necessarily need to do this, but sometimes take the liberties that are given to you guys. If one guy is working in B every round and that's it, no one else is really ever doing anything about it, in the least, at least get that kill and come up here and take some aggressive space, right? You don't have to push all the way through every round, but maybe you get into TV room and now you don't have to even have a cat player. You don't have to have anyone because you're in a very safe position, especially if you're over here, right? There's no way anyone can come up cat and kill you. So, you know, it frees up your teammates to, again, goes hand in hand. It frees up your teammates to get active and do their thing around the map, right? So this is why staying active is so important, especially in the macro, right? The micro, it's great to get ourselves kills, do all these things, change up our timing with the way we're peeking, boom, come around here, fighting different angles, just changing up 1, 2, 3, and then we peek, right? But in the macro, it's even more important. And one thing I want to help you guys with, and this is something I actually recently worked with, is a player, is he's a very talented dude, very talented kid. But one thing I want you guys to understand is getting active is not created equal. Just because you're moving back and forth and doing all these things doesn't mean you're playing the game right. This actually can lead to a lot of problems, right? So I don't want you to watch this video and then just sit there and non-stop run around the map with no idea what you're doing. It can be a really bad habit that players have where they start window, they come out here, maybe they get smoked off, things are going bad. They come around here through jungle and they start running here and looking in con, and then they run stairs and then they run back to window to go pick up this gap again. And I see a lot of movement back and forth, right? Back and forth to the same positions. And actually that can be bad if you're not leveraging your teammates and using them, because all you're doing is creating openings. You're making a lot of audio cues and you're telling the other team, hey, look, I'm not, you know, set in playing this position. I'm running back and forth and doing my thing. So please take these timings, boost up here in the window while I'm gone, you know, listen for me to leave and sit there and hold, right? This is where it can be really good as an opera to wait there. You know, a player is just swinging everything randomly, or, you know, maybe there's a pattern, right? And not randomly, but he's swinging the same position every time. Boom, we post on it and that's an easy kill. So don't get active in the fact of just moving back and forth for no reason. Of course, if your teammates are calling that it's going to be heavy A or they need you to flash for them or move in, yeah, get active, move back and forth. But don't be the dude that's just giving up way too much space around the map because you think that getting active means going back between two different positions. Same thing on B side here. If you're playing B on Mirage, I'm not saying get active by running back and forth and getting your steps in, right? Playing here and then moving back to this position and then coming here and jump spotting and doing all this stuff. It's unnecessary movement, right? I had a coach really tell me, bro, like, what are you doing, coach out? You got timing, but you didn't, you know, you got timing, but you created that timing. Cause, you know, I had a situation right here where I was holding apps like this And I decided out of nowhere, right? I had an op. I was holding this. I was like, okay, I'm posting on this. I decided out of nowhere, I'm just going to reposition here and post like this. And as I did that, the guy literally walked through here, caught this timing where when I was speaking, he was now in this position, came out here, and I had no clue he was there and killed me. And I was like, oh, it's so unlucky. And my coach was like, bro, are you serious? That wasn't unlucky. That was you creating unlucky timing. That was you actively doing that to yourself. That wasn't just like, oh, CS2, bad moment. No, you can improve on that and do way better, right? So I just wanted to give you guys as an example at the end of the video here to understand that this is something we're all working on. Every player is doing this wrong, and something that we can improve on for both spectrums of doing too much and also doing too little. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you want, go ahead and support this channel. If you want personal coaching and some good services, go ahead and fill out the form in the description of this video. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to all the fans. Thank you to everybody that makes my day so much better. I appreciate every single one of you. Join my Discord community over in the description as well. I'd love to talk with you and get some nice chats going. So appreciate all of you guys. Have a Merry Christmas. Catch you all later. Peace out. Peace out.